दक्षिणायने वसंत ऋतौ चैत्रमासी शुक्लपक्षे दशमी तिथौ गुरुवारवारान्तायाम् आश्लिष नक्षत्रे। आज भरत लक्ष्मण और शत्रुघ्न का प्राकट्य दिवस, इसलिए आश्लिष नक्षत्र, ये शाम का समय है। आश्लिष नक्षत्र भूमंडले जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे भारतखंडे मेदिनीपुरसुस्मेरो दक्षिणे लवणानवस्योत्तरे कोणे गंगायाः पश्चिमे भागे श्रीथाणे ग्रामे श्रीविग्रह ब्राह्मण वैष्णव भन्नि सन्निधौ एवं गुण विशेषण विशिष्टायास्य शुभतिथौ श्री श्री राधा गोविंद प्रीत्यर्थम श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा प्रीत्यर्थम श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह प्रीत्यर्थम नित्य होमं वयं करिष्ये। ओम प्रव्यादमग्निं प्रहिणोमि दूरं यमराज्यं गच्छतु विप्रवाः। ओम वैष्णवनामान्यः गच्छाग्ने त्वं वैष्णवनामासि श्रीविष्णोस्तेजे वाह्यम्। ओम वैष्णवनामान्ये। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। सर्वशास्त्राभिधीयुषा सर्ववेदैकसत्फला सर्वसिद्धान्तदर्शनाढ्या सर्ववेदैकसत्फला स्वाहा विष्णवे नमः। सर्व सर्वलोकै सर्वभागतः प्राणः श्रीमद्भागवत प्रभो कलित्वान्तोदितादित्य श्रीकृष्ण परिवर्तित स्वाहा परमानंद पाटनाय प्रेमभक्षराय ते सर्वंदा सर्वसेव्याय श्रीकृष्णाय नमोस्तुते स्वाहा इदं विष्णवे नमः मदेकबन्धो मत्सङ्गी मत्कुरु मत्महादना मन्निष्ठारकमद्भाग्यं मदानन्द नमोऽस्तुते स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः असाधु साधु दत्तायन्नपि नीचोऽस्तिकारक हानमुञ्च कदाचित् मां प्रेम्णारु विष्णवेदं नमः कृतेर्दं यत्कृतीयेत मायामित्मनवसु अन्वयवतीकाभ्यां यत्स्यात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा स्वाहा इदं विष्णवे नमः ऋत्विज उचुः तत्त्वं न ते वयम् अञ्जना रुद्रशापात् कर्मणि अपग्रह धियो भगवान् विदामाति धर्मोपलक्षणम् इदं पितृ अध्वराख्यं ज्ञातं यद् अर्थम् अधिदैवम् अधो व्यवस्थः स्वाहा विष्णवे नमः सदस्या उचुः तत्पत्ति अध्वनि अश्रमा उरुक्लेश दुर्गे अन्तकोग्र व्यालान् दृष्टे विषय मृगतृषि आत्मके गेहोर्भा गन्धस्वभाभे करमृगाभये शोकदावेज्ञसार्थ पादौ पृष्ठे सारणन्त कदा याति कामो परस्पृष्टः स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः रुद्र उवाच तव वरद वराघवाग्राव आशीषेहाखिलार्थे हि अपि विधे असक्ते आदरेणार्हन्ति यदि रचितः धियं महाविद्यलोक अपविधं जपति न तत् त्वत्परानुग्रह स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः भृगुरुवाच यन्मायया गहनया बहुवृत्तात्मबोधा ब्रह्मादयस्तनोवृतस्तमसि स्वपन्तः अधुनापि तत्त्वं सोऽयं प्रसीदातु भवान् ब्रह्मोवाच
और वो कुछ लेडी बैठा है वो गुरु सर
पदार्थ ब्रह्मोवाच नेतत्स्वरूपं भवतो असौ पदार्थ भेदग्रहे पुरुषो यावत् ज्ञानस्य चार्थस्य गुणस्य चाश्रयो माया मयाद्व्यतिरिक्तो मतस्त्वं स्वाहा विष्णुवेदं नमः इन्द्र उवाच इदमपि अच्युत विश्वभावनं वपुरानन्दकरं मनोदृशं सुरविद्वित क्षपणैर्गायुधैः भुजदन्तीर्मुपवनम् अष्टाभिः स्वाहा इदं विष्णुवेदं नमः पतन्यौचुः यज्ञोऽयं तव यजनाय केन शिष्टो विधवस्तः पशुपतिनाद्य दक्षः कोपात् तं नस्त्वं शव शयनाभ शान्तमेधं यज्ञात्मन्नरिर्चादृशा विष्णवे तं नमः। ऋषय ऊचुः अनर्पितं ते भगवन् विचेषितं यथा त्वदाचरसि कर्मणाचरसि विभूतये यत उपसेदुर्ईश्वरीं न मन्यते स्वयम् अनुवर्तते भवान् विष्णवे तं नमः। ॐ पूर्णमोमं यशसे विष्णवे होमि योऽस्मै विष्णवे जुहोति सवरम् अस्मै ददाति विष्णो वरं वृणे यशसभामि लोको स्वाहा। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो ब्राह्मण देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो महवदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमपदान्ते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिनो कृष्णे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमस्ते नमस्ते भक्त शोभिता महाराज की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। भगवान से प्रार्थना करेंगे कि हमारे अच्छे भक्त हैं विद्या वासु माता जी, उनके प्रभु का आज विवाह का वेडिंग एनिवर्सरी, विवाह का क्या बोलते हैं, वेडिंग एनिवर्सरी भगवान से प्रार्थना करती कि वो गृहस्थाश्रम का लक्षण है कि भगवान की सेवा में पति पत्नी बच्चे सब क्षमा करते हैं, किया है जो क्षमा करते हैं, भगवान को क्षमा याचना करते हैं। ओम ज्ञानिना समस्तत्वं समस्तत्वं शेषशैल शिखामणे ओमज्ञानिना मया दोषा अशेषा पीताधरे समस्तत्वं समस्तत्वं शेषशैल शिखामणे ओमज्ञानिना मया दोषा अशेषा पीताधरे समस्तत्वं समस्तत्वं शेषशैल शिखामणे भार्गव नरसिंहा भार्गव नरसिंहा भार्गव नरसिंहा भार्गव नरसिंहा पावन नरसिंहा पावन नरसिंहा पावन नरसिंहा पावन नरसिंहा पावन नरसिंहा पावन नरसिंहा 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 ओम अग्ने तुम समुद्रम गच्छः। ओम त्वं शीतलो भव। ओम त्वं शीतलो भव। पहले गौर आरती कर दें, इसके बाद चौथे स्कंद के दूसरे अध्याय के ऊपर चर्चा होगा कि दक्ष इस प्रकार से भगवान शिव को शाप देने के लिए तत्पर अपराध करके चर्चा।
फोन बंद
बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय।
नमो विष्णुपदाय विष्णुपदाय श्री श्रीमद सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज की
जय।
नमः आचार्य श्री रघुनाथ ठाकुर की
जय।
मेरे से कौन श्री
जय।
समरे
जय। हरे कृष्ण।
always
जय।
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय गला गला गदाई
जय।
हरि हरि बोल।
कृष्णा ए नंबर दिया क्या?
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी
जय राम।
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन यमुना तीरा बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय प्रभुपदा शिला प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा शिला प्रभुपदा ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साधुजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिकान्त श्रीराधाकान्त नमस्ते जयतां श्रुतौ पङ्गुर्मम वन्दे पते मत्सर्वसुतरां श्रीराधा मदनमोहनं दिव्यवृन्दारण्यं कल्पाद्रिमादः श्रीमद्रत्नागार सिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद्राधा श्रीरघुविन्ददेवो प्रेष्ठादिवि सेव्यमानं स्मरामि श्रीमान् राससारम्भी वंशीवटकटस्थितः कर्षन् वेणुसुनीर्गोपी गोपीनाथ श्रीस्तुनः Taptakanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So here this chapter, the important chapter, 4th canto, 2nd chapter, where Daksha is cursing Lord Shiva. Who is Lord Shiva? Vaishnavanam Yuthasham. He is the greatest of all the Vaishnavas. That is how Daksha performs a biggest offense of cursing Shiva. So Maitra Vidura Sambad is still going on. So now Vidura is asking. Vidura Vacha Bhave Shivavatam Shrishte Daksho Duhitravatasalah Vitvesham Makarot Tasmat Anadrutyatmajam Satim. Why was Daksha was so affectionate to his daughter, envious of Lord Shiva? Now his daughter Sati, she got married to Lord Shiva. Now Sati is very dear daughter of Daksha. Then why is it that her husband, that is Shiva, is like, why Daksha is so envious of Lord Shiva? And he is so checked. Daksho Dhuitraha Vatsaraha Vidvesham Akarodakasman. He has no enmity also. He is such a nice person. Anadrutyatmajaatmasatim. Why is he envious of his own daughter's husband? Kastam charachara kurum nirvairam shanta vigraham atmaramam katam dveshti jagato daivatam maha. How is Lord Shiva? Lord Shiva is actually the guru for everyone. The glorification of Lord Shiva is being done. He is a spiritual master for the entire world. He is a spiritual master for the devotees, and he is also the spiritual master for even a demon. But which type of spiritual master he is for the demon? He is Chalaguru. Chalaguru means who knows how to fool the demon. By giving the benediction, he sees that the same benediction becomes a cause of that person's trouble. Like Bhasmasur was given the benediction. Whoever's head he keeps the hand, that head will burst. He tried to check it on Lord Shiva itself. But Lord Shiva took the shelter of Krishna. That is why Lord Krishna appeared as Mohini and cheated Bhasmasur. And in this way, the same boon became the cause of the death of the demon. In this way, Lord Shiva is Chalaguru for a demon, but he is spiritual master for all the devotees and is free from enmity. Nirvairam, he has no enmity. Shanta Vigraham. How is his personality? He is very, very peaceful. And then Atma Aramam is so satisfied in himself. Katham Dveshti Jagatah Daivatam Maha. How is it possible that Daksha is so inimical, that too to a person who is so peaceful, who has no enmity, and such a wonderful person? How is this Daksha so inimical, such an auspicious personality? Naturally, when somebody is very wonderful, very peaceful, if somebody is so envious of him, then the question arises, why is it that this person is so envious of a person who is so saintly? Oh, my dear Maitreya, please explain to me how such a son-in-law and father-in-law could quarrel so bitterly that the goddess Sati could give up her life. Now, Sati gave up her life just because there was a quarrel between the father-in-law and son-in-law. That is Daksha and Shiva. Maitreya Uvacha Pura Vishwa. Now Maitreya Rishi is giving the answer. Pura Vishwa Sujam Satre Sametaha Paramarshayah Tatha Maragana Sarve Saguna Mulayo Apnyaham. Now Maitreya said, in the former time, the leaders of the universal creation performed a great sacrifice. Daksha is also one of the Prajapatis. So he performed a great sacrifice in which all the great sages, philosophers, demigods, fire gods, they all assembled. Such a great yajna was that. I guess he performed the yajna. So like that, Daksha had performed a very great yajna. He was the leader of the Prajapatis, Daksha. Shisha Rajamanam Pritivaram Purvantam Tan Mahata Sadaha. So Daksha was the leader of the Prajapatis. Now he entered the assembly because of big yajna. He has only organized. Now he is entering. How is he entering? In a very great effulgence. His bodily personality is so lustrous, so his hair is so much of body luster, as bright as the effulgence of the sun. And many important personalities had appeared there. But they all looked insignificant before him. Even though he called demigods, he called great personalities or sages, but he was having such a wonderful personality that everybody looked insignificant. Udatistan sadasyaste swadishnebhyah sanagnyah rute vicham sarvam cha tadvasa kshita chetasaha. So now, influenced by his personal bodily luster, all the fire gods and other participants, with the exception of Lord Shiva and Brahma, gave up their sitting places and stood in respect of Daksha. So when he was entering the arena, everybody was surprised to see his personal lustrous body. Such a luster was coming, such a effulgence. Everybody stood up. Generally, in Maryada, what happens? Everybody stands up. Except for Shiva and Brahma. They did not get up. They were just peaceful. Lord Shiva is always absorbed in Krishna. And somehow he did not get up. Then so happened. Satasaspati daksho bhagavan sadhu satkrutaha ajam loka gurum hatva ajam loka gurum natva nisasada tad agyaha. Daksha was welcomed by the president of the great assembly, that is Lord Brahma. Even though Lord Brahma did not get up, but he was welcomed by Lord Brahma. After offering Lord Brahma respect, Daksha, by the order of Brahma, properly took his seat. Prana nishanan mridam drishtva nam shruyat yatad anadruta uvachavamam chakshur bhayam avivikshya dahanniva. Before taking his seat, however, Daksha was very offended. Brahma at least glorified Lord, that is Daksha, and gave him the proper seat, also told him to take the proper seat. But Daksha was very angry with Shiva. He is his son-in-law. And he has not shown proper respect. At that time, Daksha became very angry. His eyes were glowing and he began to speak very strongly against Shiva. Just see, in the whole assembly, Lord Shiva actually is Mahadev. He is the Deva of every, that is, he is the Mahadev, means he is the head of all the demigods. Now, such Mahadev, who is so peaceful, so wonderful, such a great devotee, he is now insulted before everyone by Daksha. Shruyatam brahmarshayhame sahadevaha sahagneha sadhuna dhruvato vrittam na jnanam, na cha matsara. All the sages, brahmanas, and fire gods present, please hear me with attention. Shruyatam, Brahma Rishi, all of you hear with great attention. I am speaking about the manners of gentle person. I do not speak out of ignorance or envy. What should be good manners? Let me speak about that, because he did not get up. Now he says to everyone that I am going to say now what is actually manners of a gentle person. Now he says, Ayam tu lokapalanam yashogno nirapatrapaha sadbir sadbir acharataha panta yena stabdena dusitaha. This Shiva, he has actually spoiled the name of Lokapalanam. Lokapalanam means the governors of the universe. What is he going to teach others? If he is going to maintain and be the governor means he is the head. What type of person is he? Has polluted the path of gentle manners. When somebody comes, and actually your father-in-law is coming, a great personality is coming, you should get up now. Why Shiva is sitting like this? That means he has spoiled the path of gentle manners. Because he is shameless, he does not know how to act. It's too much. Yena stabdena dushita. He is insulting Lord Shiva. And he wanted to impress upon the minds of the great sages. The Shiva, being one of the demigods, has ruined the good reputation of the demigods. He says, he is a representative. What type of representative? He has spoiled all of your names. Eshame shishyatam prapto yanme tuhitur agrahet panim vipragni mukhataha savitriya iva sadhuva. So he says, he has already accepted himself as my subordinate. She is my subordinate. Because he has married my daughter in the presence of fire and the Brahmins. And my daughter is equal to Gayatri. Panim vipragnim mukhataha savitriya iva sadhuna. At that time, he pretended as if he's a very good person. That is why I gave my daughter in his hand. My daughter is so simple and so pure. She is equal to Gayatri. And this person cheated, acted as if he's a very honest person. Till here should stop, no? It's too much, isn't it? Till here at least he should have stopped. Now just see what it says. Bruhitva mruga savaksha panim markata lochana pratyuthana bhivada darhe vachapi akrutam nochitam. His eyes are like markata, monkey. And Lord Shiva's priya. Everybody glorifies Lord Shiva, such a beautiful eyes. He says his eyes are like monkey. Yet I gave my daughter to him. My daughter is so beautiful. Generally, the parents of the daughters, especially when they have many daughters and no sons, at the time they have that pride. They want to press upon their ego onto their daughter, the son-in-law, because they think that the daughters have left. That is why they have that one type of insecure. They are very insecure. To express their insecure, what they do, sometimes they insult their son-in-laws also. Even in the current scenario also, many of them who have daughters, they don't respect their son-in-laws. Because they think that if they don't have son, then they think that the son-in-law should be subordinate to them. In this way, they want to press upon their demand towards the son-in-law. Actually, they should respect the son-in-law. Instead of respecting the son-in-law, what they expect is they expect the respect from son. They said the parents of the daughters should respect the son-in-law because he is a caretaker of their daughter. If they forget this, then what happens? They expect the demand, they expect the respect from the son-in-law, and that is actually contradictory to the Vedas. As much as father is important, husband is important. There is not much difference. Pati, Pita. Pita is the caretaker, Pati is also caretaker. So when Panigraha happens, Panigraha means giving the hand of the daughter to the husband, to the son-in-law. At that time, the father of the daughter actually washes the feet of the son-in-law. It is said. Why? Because that is the way they have to show respect. Even in Bengalis, they have a festival where they worship the son-in-law. The Damad Puja comes in June or something, where they worship the son-in-law. This is the way, this is a Vedic culture. Now here just see such a puffed up son-in-law, father-in-law, he is speaking ill about son-in-law who is such a wonderful person. He says, my daughter is so beautiful. This person's eyes are like monkeys still like him. And then he did not stand up to receive me. Actually, he should go to Shiva and offer the respect. He is not only the son-in-law, but he is caretaker of all the universe. Daksha is only Prajapati. Prajapatis actually come in the Jiva Tattva. But Mahadev doesn't come in the ordinary Jiva Tattva. Mahadev is actually expansion of Sadashiva. And he has more than 80, he has 85 attributes of Lord Krishna. Brahma has at least 75 attributes of Lord Krishna. But Lord Shiva has 85 attributes of Lord Krishna. That much important personality. And he has become a son-in-law, then he should have gone and paid respect to him. And there he says, he did not get up to receive me. He did not stand up. He did not think it fit to even welcome me with sweet words. At least he should have welcomed me like Brahma welcomed me. And yeah, I had no desire to give my daughter to this person who has broken all rules of civility. He's not observing any rules and regulations. He's so impure. Where is his sitting place? He stays in Shamshan. Such an impure person. Generally, a person, when he visits the Shamshan, he comes and takes bath. But Lord Shiva sits there only. He's such an impure person. But I was obliged to hand over my daughter to him just as one teaches the messages of the Vedas to a Shudra. I had given to him. Actually, Shudras are forbidden to give the lessons of the Vedas because they are so unclean. And they are not worthy to receive such instructions. In the same way, actually, I was not to give my daughter to Daksha, to Lord Shiva. Shiva is so unclean in his habits and not worthy to have the hand of my daughter. And my daughter is so beautiful, so enlightened, and so chaste. In other words, according to Daksha, the entire transaction of the marriage of his daughter was not in order. He's beautiful. And then he says, he stays in such a filthy place, crematorium. And who are his companions? Who are the companions of Lord Shiva? Ghosts. He says, companions are also horrible. Ghosts and demons. And he stays like a madman, naked, always laughing, crying, and smearing his body with the ashes all over. And what are those ashes? Ashes are of the dead bodies. He does not bath regularly. He ornaments his body with a garland of skulls and bones. Therefore, only he is in just his in for namesake he is Shiva. Shiva means all auspicious. Just in name only he is Shiva, but he is the most mad and inauspicious person. Thus, he is very dear to crazy people in the mode of ignorance. That is why he is their leader. Gunavatara, one of the Gunavatara of Krishna is Lord Shiva. So he says, why he is in charge of the mode of ignorance? Because he is himself so dirty. He smears his body with the ashes of the crematorium. And then what he does, he garlands himself with the bones and the skulls. He sometimes laughs, he cries. Actually, Lord Shiva is always absorbed with the thought of Krishna. That is why he stays in such a place where he can hear at least Ram's name. Outside world, when people are in happiness, they completely forget to chant Krishna's name. What to do? I was not to give my sweet daughter Sati in the hand of such a mad and crazy person. Just on the request of Lord Brahma, I handed over my chaste daughter. Although he is so unclean. Maitra continued. Daksha, seeing Lord Shiva sitting as if against him, washed his hands and mouth and cursed him the following words. Yes. Daksha cursing Lord Shiva. What he says. I am today yajna Indropendra Divir Bhavataha Sahabhagam Nalavatam Daive Devakana Tamaham. Demigods will get the share of the obligations which we are oblations which we are performing in the sacrifice. It said when the sacrifice is done, Krishna takes, and Krishna gives it to the demigods. But here, out of ignorance, Lord Shiva says the demigods will have except Lord Shiva. Except for Lord Shiva, all the demigods can take the oblations of sacrifice. He's not understanding that it's actually Krishna who takes and then gives it to the demigods. I am not going to give this share, any one share also to Lord Shiva. It's the lowest of the demigods. In spite of the requests of all the members, Daksha cursed Lord Shiva. Everybody said, don't curse, don't curse. He's Mahadev, he's Vaishnavaraya, Mikasham. But still, Daksha cursed and then left the assembly and went back. Thus, understanding that Lord Shiva has been cursed, his dear servant, Nandishwar. Nandi is there? Nandishwar. One of the Lord Shiva's principal associates became very angry. Lord Shiva still is very peaceful. No share, no share. What is so good? Some laddus are given. If I am not getting the laddu, okay, not. But Nandi was very upset. Was very angry. He began to curse Daksha. And all the Brahmanas there who had tolerated Daksha's cursing Shiva in heart. And then what he did, Nandi, he cursed Shiva and he cursed all the Brahmins who were assembled there, who without telling anything, they should have advised, don't curse nothing, but they tolerate Daksha's cursing. Shiva in hard words. That is why he cursed even the Brahmins there. He says, anyone who has accepted Daksha as the important personality and neglected Shiva because of envy is less intelligent, because envy is less intelligent, and because of visualizing duality will be bereft of transcendental knowledge. So he curses. But the Brahmins who have so much of knowledge, they will be bereft of all the knowledge. They will be, their all knowledge will go away just because they have supported Daksha. Then he says, they are so attracted to the superficial explanation of the Vedas. What will happen? Their all intelligence will be robbed away. Daksha has accepted the body as all in all. He's thinking this body is everything. That is why he is expecting some respect for himself. That means he has forgotten the Vishnu Pada, Vishnu Gati, and is attached to just sex life. In a short time, he will have the face of a goat. That is why Daksha has a face of a, says, who cursed? Nandi cursed. And then he says, those who have become dull as matter by cultivating material education, such men have purposely insulted Lord Shiva. That is why they will continue birth and death cycle. And those who are envious of Lord Shiva will be attracted to the flowery languages of Vedic systems. And thus they will become dull and they will always remain attached to the fruitive. These Brahmins take education, austerity, goes just to maintain the body. They have no faith in Lord Shiva. And they did not respect Lord Shiva. They allowed Daksha to curse him. So they will be devoid of the discrimination, what to eat, what not to eat, just because the sea. These all curses can be seen in today's scenario. The Brahmins, they don't know what to eat, what not to eat. There are so many Brahmins eating non-vegetarian items. They will acquire money begging door to door simply for the satisfaction of the Lord. So thus, all the hereditary Brahmanas, hereditary means those who came in the kulas, all they were cursed by Nandishwara. The sage Bhrigu, as a reaction, condemned the followers of Lord Shiva with this strong, very strong Brahminical. He says, one who takes a vote to satisfy Lord Shiva or who follows such principles will certainly become an atheist and be diverted from transcendental scriptures. So now, Bhrigu, he started. Now, Nandishwar started curse. He gave curse to Daksha. He get the head of the goat, and he cursed the Brahmins who are supported. The head of the Brahmin is Bhrigu. What he did now, he started cursing the followers of Lord Shiva. So just see, all cursing is going on. The nice yajna was to be kept, but then Daksha entered. Lord Shiva just did not get up. Then he cursed Lord Shiva that he will not get any share. He left the arena, but then there was a fight. Nandishwara versus Bhrigu. So Nandishwara told that Daksha will get the head of the goat. All the Brahmins will be bereft of all the knowledge. And here Bhrigu was very upset. He said, how dare you all curse us? He says, whoever takes a vote to satisfy Lord Shiva will certainly become atheist. So his also words became true. Yes, there are atheists. Those who think that they can satisfy Lord Shiva, actually they become atheists. They will be diverted from the transcendental spiritual injunction. That is why whoever only worships Lord Shiva, they actually become atheist. Whoever worships Krishna, whoever sees Lord Shiva in connection with Krishna, they are actually devotees. Those who vote to worship Lord Shiva, they are foolish, and they will imitate him by keeping long hair on their heads. When initiated into the worship of Lord Shiva, they prefer to live in wine, flesh, and other such. Bhrigu Muni continued, since you blasphemed the Vedas and the Brahmins, who are followers of the Vedic culture, it is understood that you have already taken shelter of the doctrine of atheism. Because you have insulted Vedas and the Brahmins. Brahmins are the head of Lord. Because you have done that, it is understood that you have also become an atheist. So in this way, the principles of the Vedas, which are pure and supreme path, what you did, you are the follower of Bhutapati, that is our Shiva. You will descend to the standard of atheism without a doubt. Then sage Maitreya said, in this way they were all counteracting, cursing, counteracting. Somebody is cursing, another counteraction going. This was going on between Lord Shiva's followers and the parties of Daksha and Bhrigu. Lord Shiva, then he became morose. What is going on? Why they are fighting so much? Immediately left the arena, followed by his disciples. So he left the place. Then there was a fight. They started fighting. Then Vidura, all the progenitors of the universal population thus executed a sacrifice. They were fighting after that. When Lord Shiva left, all the followers also. So then there was a sacrifice for thousands of years. For the sacrifice is the best method to please them. Sacrifice continued. Lord Daksha came to initiate the sacrifice. And all the guests were also called. After that, for 1,000 years, it was going. Then all the demigods who were performing the sacrifice took their bath in the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna after completing the yajna performance. Such bath is known as Avabhrittaha Snana. After thus becoming purified, they departed for their respective abodes. So thus ends the chapter. Daksha versus Lord Shiva. After that, what happens? Daksha's followers Shiva's followers headed by Nandi versus Daksha's followers. Daksha's followers headed by Bhrigu, and the Brahmins headed by Bhrigu. They started cursing Lord Shiva's followers. So thus ends both chapters. And it is a very important chapter where Lord Shiva and Daksha's communications and all those things are arranged. Okay.